Sure. Are you gonna listen to anything though?
What?
Are you gonna listen to anything?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you gonna just have your headphones on, or what are you gonna listen to?
On the iPad.
Oh, Housewives. Can't do it on phone.
Oh.
Get you anything?
Let me pee one more time before I have to be slinking in the background.
Yeah. Make sure to change your diaper too.
Yeah. What do you think I'm gonna do? Crush your nuts?
I don't know.
We need those. That's mine.
It's so fun. Don't forget.
So I can hear it delayed.
Yeah, exactly. Well, turn your phone down. The volume.
I understand.
You understand?
I understand. But we're kids before we start shit. Okay. Can't wait to eat.
You okay with pasta?
Yeah.
That's all we're having.
That sounds like a plan. If you really want more, scream out loud. You know?
Any allergies I should know about?
She's bullshit.
That's your laugh. That's what your laugh sounds like all the time.
Oh god. That's so very nice.
Okay, that was good sound check.
So.
Yeah, it's that one.
Great vacuum.
You're crazy. All right, welcome. We're back with another Sunday. It's been a long weekend, short in the sense that it's already over, but I feel so exhausted. So we're gonna kind of do a lazier, cozier, not as involved stream this Sunday. Couple things. I couldn't decide on which type of pasta I wanted to do. I'm hoping for just like a nice warm bowl of pasta with sauce. So we're gonna do two different ones. First one is the Cacio e Pepe. I think I'm saying that right. I'm probably saying it a little wrong. Which is just like a pasta water, pepper, and cheese pasta sauce, which I've honestly never had, never made either, but super popular. So I'm excited to try that one. And I've looked up a handful of different ways to make it. And this one chef did this really, really cool iteration that I one day want to try to replicate. But tonight we're going to do just kind of a typical iteration. And then the other one, I do just want to do like a basic tomato, like a Pomodoro tomato sauce. One of my favorites. It's not a true classic Pomodoro. Also probably not saying that right either. We are going to add a little bit of cream. That's just my personal preference. So, but to start, as usual, we're going to have a cocktail here. Again, I'm sorry, I'm not coming out with anything too fun or crazy, but we are gonna keep it basic. I have a awesome plump lemon here, and then some rosemary. So we're gonna do a little rosemary Tom Collins, something kind of like that. So we're just gonna throw the rosemary right in there. Let's get some rind from the lemon here. And it's such a big lemon. Like, look at the, like, so much surface area to get a great, like, big slice of rind here. All right, these two are going in. This one will be for our glass. Alright, a little bit of juice. Let's see how much this comes up to. This guy's a little better. Where's our Reiner? Reimer? There we go. Someone's like falling apart. Okay. Juice of a lemon, rosemary. Let's do a little agave. I love that kind of cut and balance. Our vodka per usual. Try to get 2 drinks out of this. Some ice. night. My God. Hands are freezing. Okay. Let's do this guy first. Let's get our second strainer. All right, cheers. Thank you all for hanging out, as always. Devin has a drink already. Ooh, that's really nice. Super mellow, citrusy. Has the balance from the agave, so it's not like a really puckery tartness. Really smooth. Oh, I really like that. That was fun. Okay. We got the drink out of the way. So, like I said, we're doing a couple different iterations of my favorite pasta, the tomato pomodoro base, and then a pasta I've never tried before. The first time I heard about this pasta was, I don't know if anyone has a guess. When was the first time you heard of Cacio de Pepe?
What was the first time I heard about it?
Yeah. Do you remember?
Well, it's kind of bougie. It's when I was 16 and I was in Italy for the first time.
And you had it there?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And was it amazing?
Yeah.
And was it memorable?
Yeah. Especially for like a 16-year-old, like it's like literally Parmesan cheese and noodles. Like it was like
Pepper.
an easy, right? But it was like an easy, approachable thing to eat right away. There's nothing
Right.
scary about it.
First time I heard about it was Chrissy Teigen. Like she
Okay.
had some recipe in Cravings that like everyone started talking about, and it was just like a super easy sauce to begin with. But anyways, yeah, Chrissy Teigen is where I first heard about it, which is cool. I think she's a great chef. She has awesome
She's from this area.
recipes.
She's from the Seattle area.
Was she really?
Yeah.
No way.
She's born and raised here.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Chrissy Teigen was born and raised in Seattle. Good to know. All right, so 2 sauces. Tomato one takes a long time. We're gonna get that going in a second. The Cacio e Pepe. Cacio.
What?
Cacio?
Cacio.
Cacio. That one does not take that long. We're gonna do that one at the end. We also need the pasta water, excuse me, for it. So that's gonna be a little end gamer. We're also gonna do roast chicken with this. So let's get that going first in the oven. Get that out of the way. We'll do tomato sauce. We'll do the other one, and we'll have a good time with it. So let's see here. Chicken thighs per usual. We're gonna do boneless, skinless for a couple reasons. One, quicker. 2, we don't have to deal with the skin and making sure that that's like perfect. And then there's like a good surface area to do, to like take on the spice kind of mixture we have over here. So let's just get this quickly trimmed. Trim, season, and in the oven. And on this one we can, which one am I doing this in? Sorry, this one. Put the chicken fat in here. Turn this guy very low. Little switcheroo, see what I'm doing. Alright, that one looks good enough. This one does not have a lot of fat on it. If there's not enough chicken fat on these guys, don't worry, I have some. Clean up the sides a little bit too. This guy's kind of an awkward shape. I think we're going to sacrifice this little wing for the kind of look here. And then I'm cleaning up these little pieces on the underside. I just want it to be somewhat even so it cooks evenly here. You don't have one side that's like an inch thick and the other side's half an inch thick, basically. And then I do have pasta water boiling here. That's water and then salt, just enough salt where it tastes almost like the sea is the little rule of thumb, which I like to say every time. When I was in high school, I did this culinary arts program, and like the first year was like a basics class, and it was super whatever. No one really took it seriously. Like you learn how to make cookies and like macaroni and cheese. But if you wanted to do the advanced class, which I also did, it was like a full-on college level cooking class. I don't know where I was going with that, but it was some, I'd say like the second most influential piece of what got me into cooking. Oh, and it was the chef who taught us, Chef Tracy Green, who still is in the area, still teaching cooking, would always say, salt your pasta water so it is almost as salty as the sea. Yeah, that's where I learned that from. When I moved back to Seattle, I was at 85C, which is like a Japanese pastry bakery. And it was like the first week or two I'd moved back. And she was ironically the person in front of me in line. And like she looked back and like we made eye contact and like double take and like, oh my God. And like chatted for a couple minutes and she had to go, but she was there getting ingredients for her class, which was like obvious, like of course. Okay, so we have our chicken. Most of the fat is off. Any little bits that are left on is fine. It will render off in the oven. Got them kind of cleaned up, squared up, evened up. So they look somewhat presentable here. Okay. Let's get them oiled, seasoned on the pan in the oven. Let's get this guy. All right, we're going neutral oil on these, and this is just to help them not stick to the kind of sheet pan here or the grate, and then also so the seasoning sticks to it easier. Little dual purpose situation. All right, I don't think I made enough seasoning to go crazy on the backside. But this is onion salt, garlic salt, a little bit of cumin, pepper, MSG, a little sugar, cayenne, a little bit of chili powder. I'm trying to think what else. I think that's roughly it. White pepper. Nothing too crazy here. And we're gonna go on our sheet tray over here. And then we're going to do a heavy hand on the top. Presentation side, I'm okay with it. We're just going to kind of do a slow kind of bake in the oven. We have it at 375, which is like my kind of favorite oven temp. Kind of hard to go wrong at 375. All right, we'll get most of these kind of, or all of these initially hit, and then a little follow up. Can't hurt to follow up. All right, and we're going in the oven. 375 for maybe, I don't know, about 40 minutes total. I might switch up the oven temps here in a bit. We're at 24 after. Can you remind me in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yep, 34.
Uh-huh. Devin's on it, guys. All right, we got the chicken in the oven. That's just kind of doing its thing. We got our fat rendering. That's looking great. Let's get this guy cleaned up. Looks like our water is boiling. We're gonna let it boil for a bit. I want to get the tomato-based sauce going a little bit further before we get that going. Okay, turn this guy down even more. You gonna see that? So bright. See all that oil? Alright, so the other thing I want to get going is obviously this tomato sauce here. So we're gonna be blending this. I think that's the best way to get some awesome flavors out. We are not going to strain it. I do want it to be a little bit thicker with all the tomato pulp, I guess is what you would call it. We're going to do 3 onion types. We have a white onion, a shallot, and then a sweet yellow onion, the Yakimala sweet, Yakima, Walla Walla sweets, excuse me. Yakawalla, what did I call it?
Washington onions.
Alright, just rough chop on this. Again, we're blending it in a bit. This is the white onion. Just little scraps I had left. Let's go this side. Alright, this is our shallot. Alright, nice little shallot. And then this is the Walla Walla sweet. Ooh, I'm actually feeling a little of the burn in the eyes. Roast on here. Woo! Glad that is over. Alright, I'm literally crying right now. I got tears running down my face. Let's see if I can catch it. Oh. All these tears. I can't really see it. Oh. Water's just boiling. Alright. Onions are good. Let's get the garlic going. Moment to say cheers. Alright, already peeled the garlic off stream. This guy, a little slice up. All right. I think most of our chopping is done. Let's get our pan back on the heat. We got our chicken fat already in there. Let's get a little bit more in there. Oh. Burner back on. The other thing I'm thinking about for the tomato sauce is a little green onion kind of garnish on top here. These are really big leaves, which is perfect for what we're trying to do. So I'm going to do this thing where we actually split this open. So we have a long piece like this. And then we'll cut these like somewhat thin slices. Get a couple bunches of those. If you put them in cold water, I think I've said this before on stream, they do curl up, which can be kind of cool. The issue is that they curl up a lot if the water is really cold, which can be great or not so great, kind of depending. Let's get these onions in. Love that sound. Just do the garlic too, who cares? Hit it with a little salt and pepper. Alright, I don't know how many more of these I'm gonna do. Oh. Alright. Little dish. A little cold water. And we'll keep an eye on those. Just to see what happens. Alright. Looking great. Almost ran away from me for a second there. We're going to use our classic favorite French technique where we put the tomato sauce in the pan, or the tomato paste. Let's use a lot. We're doing a tomato sauce. Who cares? Tomato paste in here. We let it almost burn is the hope. Kind of get that going. Let's take a moment to cheers. Appreciate you guys all always hanging out and watching me yell at you about food on Sundays. Devin also bought bread that I'm gonna steal, at least a slice of, to do like an olive oil balsamic kind of dip, which is one of my favorites. I think that should be more of a staple and more of a complimentary little dish that more restaurants should use, especially olive oil and balsamic. And Devin says she doesn't even like it.
The balsamic part.
She doesn't like the balsamic part, which is the best part, unfortunately.
More for you.
Yeah. Alright, this guy's looking good. We're still browning up a bit. And then we're going to deglaze per usual. We have a little bit of vermouth that we're going to use. And then chicken stock, obviously. So let's get that guy going a little bit more. See how our chicken is. Chicken's looking good.
I was supposed to remind you about something at 34.
Yep. What time is it?
41.
Ruh-roh. Alright, chicken stock, excuse me. We also have some tomato puree, literally just pureed tomatoes. Use about most all of that. I am going to use some of this as well. This is the one I grew up on. I think it was either this one or traditional. Traditional. It's really good. That's pretty good. I'm pretty sure this is the one I grew up on, and then ever since I've been living on my own, I have continued to buy this one. I wonder what you guys grew up on. Do you remember which one you grew up on, Dev? Dev, what one did you grow up on?
We
It's
had
like Prego,
yeah.
Ragu.
No, we had Prego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is just their tomato basil, kind of basic one. Throw a little bit of that in there. Turn our heat up. This guy all good to go. We're scraping the bits off the bottom of the pan. All right, let's get our pasta water back up to heat. I think I'm ready to get that kind of going. All right, cheers. Well, like I was saying, with Devin hating olive oil or balsamic, I do want to get a couple slices of bread and balsamic going. I'm hungry. I'm down to have that as a little snack. And I think it's a fun, simple, easy, good one to do. We're also going to heat up the bread just a touch. Just going to do 2 slices, just the butt end, and then 1 slice. Pasta looks good. Let's get our water looks good. Let's get our pasta going. How much to do? That is always the question here. 2 sauces, basically for 4 people. Really just 2 of us. Let's use most of it. See how that goes. Alright, way too hot. Turn this guy down. And with him, the whole goal here is going to be to reduce, and then we'll blend, and then we'll get him back on, and reducing more and really finish him out. Let's get these guys turned so they don't clump. The other thing that we want to do for the Cacio e Pepe, I keep wanting to say de Pepe, but it's e Pepe, is we're going to toast the peppercorn seeds, and then we're gonna hand grind them, and then we're also gonna use a little bit of white pepper as well, just to add this like extra depth of pepper flavor. But first, let's get our bread in the oven real quick. Just going right next to the chicken. Can you remind me in 3 minutes?
Yes.
3?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Give that guy a turn. All right, let's turn this guy up. Medium low. And we're just gonna toast these guys. It's always gonna bring out the flavor. You see this in many cultures, especially in Asian cultures, where they're toasting their seeds or their like seasonings before they actually add them to the sauce or the base, and it's just helping to like encourage release some of those flavors, some of those oils even in them. I'm excited. I do want to give this tomato a taste because it has like a lot of seasoning to ahead of it. We're just doing basics, a little salt to bring out some of the flavor, a little pepper to actually add some flavor. So we're turning this guy on, starting to get warm. We're gonna put these guys on there. And this is gonna be our
It's been 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Well done. All right, 3 more.
Okay.
All right, we just flipped the bread. This is gonna be our olive oil and balsamic kind of plate here. Sodium, actual salt, actual pepper. Trying to think, like maybe a little raw garlic puree would be good. All right, let's see if we can kind of scoop up some of this, put that in there. should have been showing you. All right, this is what we got so far. Give our little peppercorns a twirl. Let's give our pasta a twirl. 48. It's been about 6.
It's been another 3 minutes.
It's been another 3 minutes for the bread. Bread is perfectly warm, not hot at all. This is not fragrant yet. We're gonna keep going on the peppercorns. I think our pasta is done. Now with this, it gets a little tricky because you don't want to strain it. We gotta save most of this, or at least some of this. Maybe we save some of it first. Let's do this. Perfect. Just undercooked. It will finish in the sauce here. It's going to be perfect for when we plate it. I'm excited. And the pasta has this saltiness that's absolutely like enticing. It makes you want to eat more of it. Already like built into the noodle, which is perfect. All right, let's turn our heat down here. In a moment, we're going to hit this heavy with seasoning. Then we're going to blitz. But for right now, let's take a bite of this. All right, so we have the olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic, balsamic, and then this warm French bread. I don't think it's sourdough. I think it's just white. Wow. I could eat this all day long. All right, we're making Devin a bite.
No, not with oil, not with balsamic.
I know. It has just a little bit, but you won't be able to. It'll be good. Eat the full bite. Just do, just do the whole thing. I'm telling you, the bite's needed. You need the balsamic. No? She said thumbs up, but. Oh, my phone's about to die. One of my cameras. All right, we're chilling. All right, still can't get over this bread. All right. Whenever I can find a second to stop eating bread, we're gonna season up our tomato sauce. Oh. Moment to cheers. All right, let's get this guy seasoned up. What do we want to do? How do we want to go? I think we want to somewhat mimic the chicken a little bit. Have some familiarity with the flavors when you're going with both routes there. So we'll do a similar season to the chicken, a little bit different, but otherwise fairly similar. Small heat, garlic, onion. Oregano. And just another hit of pepper here. Okay. Yup. Super into that. Just like a really basic tomato. Like imagine if I know tomatoes already taste good, but like if a tomato was like perfectly seasoned well with like salt and pepper and everything else in one bite, this is what it tastes like. And really the only thing we're gonna do to this is the blend and then reduce. That's only gonna encourage all of these flavors to just come out even more here. So turn the heat up a little bit. Let's get this guy all the way up to temp, and then let's get him blitzed. We got all this over here still. This looks great. Peppercorn still coming up to temp. Not hot to the touch yet, but all right, turning this guy down. One more taste. Let's blitz him. Yeah, that's super good. All right, let's get him blended here. All right, my hope is that this pours in here well. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze, excuse me. Alright, might be chilling. We want to get this guy cleaned out. We're gonna have him come right back in here I don't want any chunks in this one or any thing that will take away from what we want the sauce to look like at the end here. All right, quick clean out. Looks brand new. All right. Take a look at our chicken. It's looking good. All right, let's get this guy blitzed. What do we got? Variable. Hard to tell on that with that look here. Let's see if this looks any better. Oops. Bright orange, exactly what we want it to look like. We'll add the cream at the end. That's gonna be our will also be our sweet component, or our what will be the addition that makes this so balanced, is just like that touch of sweetness. I don't know if you grew up with like your mom or grandma having their famous tomato sauce recipe, this, that, the other. But one of the secret ingredients typically was sugar. The sugar addition is what cuts the sugar and fat, is what's going to cut the like acidity from the tomato. So it is needed. But I think there's better ways to incorporate it than just like putting like a spoonful of sugar, like legitimate sugar in it. So, if you've been paying attention, there's two ways we're adding the sweetness. One is the cream, which I just mentioned. And the other one is the sweet Walla Walla tomato, or onion, obviously. All right, let's take our peppercorns off, or they are off. Let's get them ground up. Try to get them back in here. All right, we're gonna use this pepper grinder. I just watched Burnt with Bradley Cooper. I'm pretty sure this was the pasta that they made in the movie, the Cacio e Pepe. I can't remember now that I think about it, but I'm 99% sure that's what they were making. And the first thing he tells her, or tells the chef, asks the chef, is like, you heated those up and then hand ground them, right? First, right? Which is exactly what we're doing right now. And then I love this little guy. Little basin comes out at the bottom. And you see that? Kind of see that? Here, let's see if this one's better. So we got freshly ground, hand ground, and oil released pepper. Some of these larger ones kind of fell through. All up in there. I'm going to try and grind the last couple of these. Then we're going to add a little bit of the white pepper to it as well. Just for that extra depth. All right. So we have our freshly ground, and then we're adding our addition of the white. You can kind of see the contrast there. We're going to have this go back in the pan. Ooh, this is so fragrant now. All right, so we're going to turn this up. All we're going to do, let's get this guy switched. All we're going to do here in a second is add the pasta water. Maybe a little bit of butter. Maybe just ever so small amount of butter, but really nothing crazy. And then we're going to add the crazy bit of the cheese. We have 2 cheeses that we're doing. We're doing a pepperino, obviously, for that peppery bite. And then a traditional Parmesan. I love the kind of two of them there, the contrast or the kind of depth added. And really we're just going to stir that with some of these noodles until all the starches release. It becomes a sauce in itself here. And then we'll start plating. We'll add the rest of the pasta to this guy. And it should be a good time. Should be a good time. All right, we're still heating this guy up. Let's turn the heat up a little bit more. Maybe just use chicken fat. I think that's the move. While this is all coming together, let's take a moment for cleaning. Anything left in this guy? All right, we got this. Oh man, the pepper just caught me. Got this fragrant. Let's add our pasta sauce. I'm loving this already, guys. All right, we got our 2 cheeses. The Parmigiano, the Pepperino. All right. In all the videos that I watched, they added the pasta first. All right. And the goal with this is to release all the starches. And the starchiness is really going to help the cheese blend well together. A lot of times I highly discourage adding any of these cheeses like in the middle of the sauce making. Always at the end, always at the end. A lot of times it can ruin your sauces here. But and ruin it, I mean like it becomes gummy or it could separate or like not as clean of a texture as it could be. But with this it's different. At least that's what I've noticed or seen. Add a little bit more of this. And then let's start adding some of our cheeses here. So this is the pepperino. Pecorino.
Pecorino.
I'm saying it right.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is really nutty, has that bite. This is the one you don't want to go too much with or over. Like, it's easy to overdo it, is what I'm trying to say. Here's the parm. And then we're just going to really keep stirring this around until all the cheese comes up to heat, incorporates, and becomes its own kind of sauce here. I did also want to do lemon on this at the end. I don't want to forget that. All right, second batch of cheese. Get this guy incorporated. So much sauce on this guy. Trying to heat up a little bit. And we'll just let the pasta just finish cooking in this guy. I want to taste him again. Wow. That is great. It does need salt. Okay. You can slowly see our sauce is like starting to come together. It's starting to look like this one cohesive sauce opposed to the pasta water mixing with the cheese here. So more stirring. We're still letting this come together. You can really smell the pepperino. You want to try one of these? Super good, super light. We're doing a little bit more of this sauce here. Let's do another hit of cheese. This is the parm. Pepperino. Give this guy another taste. We hit it with salt. Wow. Let's go. Wow, both are so different and so good. This one needs more pepper, surprisingly. Let's get that going. Uncle Stinky, welcome. Hello. From your burbs. What does that mean? Are you from Seattle? Cheers to you. Appreciate you coming out and hanging out. We're doing pasta two ways, excuse me. We have a Cacio e Pepe, and then this like Pomodoro sauce here, which is absolutely phenomenal. Auburn. No way. That's awesome, dude. You're like, I'd say 30 minutes away from me, probably at the most. On a good day. Welcome. I appreciate you coming to hang out. This is my first time making the Cacio e Pepe. I have a hard time saying it. I don't know if you can tell. I feel like I say it wrong each time here. But this one's finally coming together. It's starting to get the texture I'm looking for. I think the heat is helping here. And then the last thing we're going to do with that is hit it with some of this lemon zest. Let's get some of that going so I don't forget. Oh boy. Making a mess. Alright, I think this is going to be our final kind of cheese addition. And then we'll start plating this. Alright, let's get this guy all mixed together and looking great. My glasses are fogging up so much, it's insane. I can barely see. All right, let's give this guy another taste test too. Oops. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yup. Excuse me. Again, I don't know what that's supposed to taste like, but that tastes insane. I'm happy with that one. All right, let's turn that guy off. Let's turn this guy off. These are looking great. Let's start plating. I'm ready to eat. Cheers to everyone hanging. Appreciate you all. All right, let's get this guy going first. Some sort of tweezers are already kind of all up in the cheesiness with these. Of course. You guys see this? And it falls over. Oh well. All right, let's get this guy going. And the chicken in the oven. We forgot. It's okay. Stay together. Stop moving. So cheesy. All right, we're in love with this. Okay, quick hit of the additional parm here. All right, let's get these guys going. Splatter everywhere. All right, last one here, and then we'll get our chicken out, and then I'll show you guys what we're doing. All right, let's get this guy going. Try to get him. Oh yeah. Oh, I love pasta and sauce. I cannot wait. I know this just looks like a basic tomato sauce, but I promise you it's not. Oh, it's everything you've ever wanted. Get this. heavy seasoned, oven roasted chicken thighs. Can't get better than that. Oh, my glasses are so foggy. All right, a little bit of our green onion garnish on these guys. Need to wipe some of these bowls down. All right. Got our tomato Pomodoro sauce. Heavily seasoned, completely reduced. We absolutely blitzed it in the blender and then put it back on, got her reducing even more. I know it looks like just tomato sauce, like tomato and spaghetti, but I'm telling you, this one's insane. All right, I'm really hopeful on this guy here. Oh boy. I know this one also doesn't look like much. You can't even see the sauce, but it is a Cacio e Pepe, which is just like a pepper sauce made with the pasta water. We went a little above and beyond on that one as well. Finished with some of the lemon zest, excuse me. And then we have this chicken that I'm obviously gonna have on the side or have with it. Thank you all for joining my kind of lazy Sunday stream. Every Sunday we're doing these. Come hang out. Come watch me yell at you about cooking. And that's all I got for you. I'm going to eat. I appreciate you all. Uncle Stinky, hope to see you here again. Thank you for the follow. Or thank you for hanging out. Sandro, hello. Si Italiano. I don't speak Italian. I don't know Italian, but we made Italian food. I appreciate you guys all coming to hang out. Come hang out with me next Sunday. We'll get something going as well. All right.